This story begins on a Pacific island renowned for its collection of ancient artifacts and a hidden network of antique smugglers. 10 years before the main events, two thieves named Xiang Yi and Zhao Muming carried out a daring heist at a high-security building. Their target was a Buddha head statue from the Sui Tang dynasty, carefully secured inside a multi-layered safe. Xiang Yi led the gang with sharp strategy, while Muming, a locksmith genius, was known for cracking any safe. Although they often stole rare artifacts, they returned some to their countries as an act of patriotism. That night, after Muming successfully opened the safe, guards stormed in. Xiang Yi fought fiercely, clearing the area and eliminating rival thieves to secure the statue. Once the danger was over, they vanished into the night. But one would never be just a thief. Welcome to Never a Thief. A decade later, experts from around the world gathered at a secret illegal safe-cracking competition to prove their skills. Among them was Zhao Ji, a calm young newcomer. While the other contestants worked intensely, Zhao Ji appeared relaxed and confident. Unbeknownst to many, the event was secretly monitored by the Hong Kong police, led by Kuan Sir, who had been hunting Xiang Yi for years. In the final round, Zhao Ji faced off against Li the Ghost Hand, a veteran locksmith attempting to open a safe created by Zhao Muming, an almost impossible challenge that only Muming himself was believed capable of overcoming. From an upper balcony, Xiang Yi watched closely and was shocked to see Zhao Ji wearing a Buddha plate-shaped necklace, a gift he had once given Muming. At that moment, Xiang Yi realized Zhao Ji was the son of his old partner. Zhao Ji calmly opened the safe as the police locked down all exits to trap Xiang Yi. Chaos erupted among contestants, spectators, and officers. Despite the turmoil, Xiang Yi remained to confirm Zhao Ji's identity. Once he understood the significance of the necklace, Xiang Yi slipped away just before the police stormed in. Meanwhile, Zhao Ji seized a sacred mirror from Muming's safe and escaped, chased by Xiang Yi's men, but managed to get away. However, the police eventually caught him. At the station, Kuan Sir questioned Zhao Ji about his presence at the illegal event and his father's history. Zhao Ji claimed he was an insurance investigator probing missing artifacts. Though skeptical, Kuan Sir verified Zhao Ji's employment and reluctantly released him. Still, suspicion lingered because of Zhao Ji's connection to Zhao Muming. Meanwhile, at a private museum owned by the ruthless collector and smuggler Li Wanhao, a vendor tried to sell a bronze jar. Recognizing it as a fake, Li Wanhao smashed the vendor's head with a vase without hesitation, demonstrating his cruelty and ruthless nature. After leaving the police station, Zhao Ji planned to return home. On his way to the airport, a blind man suddenly bumped into him and accidentally took his passport. It was a trap set by Xiang Yi, who demanded that Zhao Ji meet him in order to get it back. They finally met inside a taxi, driven by Xiang Yi himself. During the ride, Xiang Yi began to share the story of the past. 10 years earlier, after stealing the Buddha head, Xiang Yi had told Zhao Ji's father, Muming, to return to base first. However, when Xiang Yi arrived, the base was destroyed and both Muming and the Buddha statue were missing. Later, Xiang Yi discovered that Muming had hidden the statue inside the Heaven and Earth safe, a safe Muming built himself. Unfortunately, the safe ended up in the possession of Li Wanhao. Xiang Yi had tried and failed to open it. Only Muming or his heir could do so. He then invited Zhao Ji to join him in opening the safe and recovering their legacy. At first, Zhao Ji refused, feeling disgusted by his family's criminal reputation. The stigma of being the son of a fugitive weighed heavily on him after 10 years. Xiang Yi argued that their mission was noble, aiming to return the artifacts to their rightful place. He explained that only Zhao Ji could open his father's safe. After reflecting on this and seeing a chance to find his father, Zhao Ji accepted the invitation. Xiang Yi introduced Zhao Ji to the team, and Ma, a skilled female thief raised by Xiang Yi, Deshur, a master of disguise, Zhen Zhu, a nimble hacker, and Yu Han, a combat expert. They had all worked with Xiang Yi before. Their first target was the Plum Blossom safe at Tony's private museum. The safe, created by Zhao Muming, was believed to contain clues to the Heaven and Earth safe. Xiang Yi outlined the plan. Deshur, dressed as an eccentric tourist, convinced the museum staff while Ma and Yu Han followed closely behind. They scattered the silkworm eggs, triggering the sensors. The museum called pest control, which turned out to be Xiang Yi and Zhen Zhu. Once inside, Zhen Zhu hacked into the network to disable alarms, cameras, and open the doors to the safe room. Meanwhile, Kuin Sir, who had been monitoring Xiang Ye's movements, received word that the pest control company was unregistered. His suspicion grew, and he arrived with officers to inspect the premises, forcing Xiang Yi to stall. With security down, Zhao Ji and Ma entered the safe room. Zhao Ji studied the lock carefully, recognizing its pattern from his father's safe and from the safe-cracking competition. Tense moments passed before the safe finally opened, revealing an ancient mirror. Suddenly, police arrived, creating a crisis. Xiang Yi ordered Zhao Ji to abort the mission, but Zhao Ji saw the mirror as his only lead and refused to leave without it. Ma escaped to save herself as the police advanced, while Zhao Ji was captured. In response, Xiang Yi launched a last-ditch plan. He instructed Zhao Ji to slip a small mirror into a police officer's pocket, framing him for theft. Chaos broke out as officers accused their comrade, allowing Xiang Yi, Deshi, and Zhenzu, disguised as police, to rescue Zhao Ji and escape. At their base, the team celebrated their recent success. However, the mood quickly shifted when a news report revealed that a golden crown from the same museum had gone missing. Zhao Ji felt disappointed since their original agreement forbade any extra thefts. Then, Ma confessed that she had taken the crown. She shared her past as an orphan who survived by stealing, explaining that the opportunity was a reflex she could not resist. Although Zhao Ji was usually strict, he tried to understand her perspective and realized that people's backgrounds often shape their choices. Xiang Yi stepped in, urging everyone to stay focused on their ultimate goal. Meanwhile, police pressure mounted. Kuan Sir's superior, an official named Chun, criticized the police for the case's failure and gave Kuan Sir a 3-day deadline to capture the culprits. Undeterred, the team moved on to their next mission. Xiang Yi arranged a meeting with Li Wanhao under the pretense of buying artifacts. While Xiang Yi distracted him with small talk, Deshi, disguised as a museum worker, slipped a tracking device onto Li Wanhao's car. Their aim was to locate where the heaven and earth safe was hidden. Zhenzu attempted to hack Li Wanhao's network remotely, but his strong firewall blocked every attempt. Facing this obstacle, Xiang Yi decided to switch to a backup plan, a direct raid on Li Wanhao's house. On the planned day, Deshi and Zhenzu infiltrated Li Wanhao's CCTV control room first and incapacitated the operator. They looped fake footage to avoid detection. Meanwhile, Ma and Zhao Ji, posing as guests, were led by Li Wanhao's assistant to the storage room. Zhao Ji applied his father's lockpicking skills to crack the Heaven and Earth Safe's complex lock, which combined number puzzles and gear positions. After tense moments, the safe opened, and they retrieved the Buddha head statue. Suddenly, Li Wanhao's suspicious assistant attacked. A brief fight broke out, and Ma demonstrated her martial arts skills, subdued him, and tied him up before they fought. As they tried to escape, betrayal struck. Yuhan, their trusted bodyguard, pulled a gun and demanded the statue. He confessed his plan to sell it for his own gain. At that moment, Xiang Yi appeared with a cold smile and without hesitation shot Yuhan from behind. It became clear that Xiang Yi had planned all along to take the statue for himself. His ruthless move created tension within the team. The situation worsened when Li Wanhao arrived with henchmen. Zhao Ji and Ma were captured and taken to a cold basement. Li Wanhao interrogated them about the statue and Zhao Ji's identity. He then revealed a shocking past. 10 years ago, he had been partners with Xiang Yi and Muming. After stealing the Buddha statue, a dispute erupted. Muming wanted to return it to its country, while Xiang Yi aimed to sell it on the black market. Muming hid the statue inside the Heaven and Earth safe. When Xiang Yi returned, he killed Muming in front of Li Wanhao. This revelation ignited Zhao Ji's anger. He finally understood that his father was no coward but a victim of betrayal. The tense moment ended as sirens blared. Kuan Sir led a raid on Li Wanhao's house, acting on Zhao Ji's tip. Police stormed the building and a gunfight broke. Xiang Yi used the chaos to escape with a Buddha head statue, discarding his cell phone to avoid being tracked. Li Wanhao was captured, but Xiang Yi slipped away once again. After escaping Li Wanhao's house, Zhenzu, Deshi, and Ma, and Zhao Ji gathered at a safe location. Soon, police cars arrived, but not to arrest them. Instead, they brought Kuan Sir, who had been secretly working with Zhao Ji all along. Zhao Ji revealed to the team that he had been a police informant from the start, aiming to trap Xiang Yi. At first, Ma and Zhenzu felt betrayed, but Kuan Sir explained that their involvement had been crucial in exposing the smuggling ring. The police would not treat them as major criminals. They all recognized a shared goal, stopping Xiang Yi. From a discarded phone, Zhen Zhu discovered the last known location, a seemingly ordinary antique shop that was actually a front for human trafficking. Kuinser suspected Xiang Yi planned to sell the Buddha head there before fleeing abroad. The following morning, Kuinser's team set up surveillance around the area. When Xiang Yi spotted the police, he immediately fled through a back door. Using city CCTV, Zhen Zhu tracked his movements and alerted Ma and Zhao Ji, who quickly gave chase. However, Xiang Yi's henchmen blocked their path in a narrow alley. A fierce fight broke out, and despite her skills, Ma struggled against the attackers. Xiang Yi continued running until he reached an underground parking lot where his car was hidden. Kuinser confronted him, leading to a brutal fight. Although Kuinser managed to knock Xiang Yi down briefly, the thief broke free and made a dash for his car. Zhao Ji blocked the exit, fueled by determination to stop Xiang Yi, the man who had killed his father. A tense fight followed, with Xiang Yi wielding a knife and Zhao Ji relying on speed and skill. After several minutes, Xiang Yi overpowered Zhao Ji and forced his way into the car. What Xiang Yi did not realize was that the Shi and Zhen Zhu had swapped the car and installed a jammer on its steering system. Once the car moved, the steering locked and the brakes seized. Panicking, Xiang Yi crashed into a barrier and came to a halt in the middle of the road. Police sirens blared as officers surrounded the scene. Despite his pain, Zhao Ji approached and told Xiang Yi the game was over. Without resistance, Xiang Yi was arrested. The Buddha head statue was recovered and secured. Days later, Kuinser brought good news to Zhao Ji. The Buddha head had been returned to the National Museum. Li Wanhao and Xiang Yi were sentenced to heavy prison terms. Meanwhile, Ma, Zhen Zhu, and Shi received lighter sentences for their roles in exposing the smuggling network. Zhao Ji shed the weight of his past, no longer the fugitive son, but a hero who had restored the nation's cultural treasures. He finally understood his father's sacrifice and fulfilled his mission to protect priceless artifacts. The story ends with the characters parting ways, each moving forward on their own path. So the moral of the story is never trust a taxi driver who knows your secrets.